Yeah, man. Hey, Papetto. I felt like I just had to do something different. You know? So I fired this back.
Welcome to the Sophia D radio show, and I am so excited to have South Carolina's baddest rap artist. It is the one and only Jimmy Lee. Ooh, ooh.
This is and I'm just honored. I'm really just honored to be right here, right now in this moment.
Jimmy Lee, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for doing our virtual interview. I definitely wanted to do a face-to-face interview with you, but due to COVID, and I want to keep all of us safe and healthy.
Right. Of course.
Um,
Of course.
we'll do virtual for now. But when all this is over, you are coming back, right?
Of course. Of course. It's a must.
Right.
It's mandatory.
If not, I'm gonna come find you, and we gonna have some. Just joking. I don't even kill a fly, so you straight.
I promise you, with everything that's going on now in my life and how everything is settled, you ain't got to worry. I can't wait till this COVID thing is over and we finally just face to face, and
Yeah.
I can be able to tell both of you guys thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Jamie. So how are you doing in surviving COVID?
Um, every 24 hours, it's different. It's random. Especially being an artist. I'm always invited to new places, and if to all my artists out there, they I'm pretty sure they will agree with me. There's a few places that go against the whole COVID code. So, a part of you be kind of terrified, going to these places. You go in somewhere where, it's 900 people inside the place. No one has on a mask. No one is wearing gloves. Everybody's touching everybody. So, but you got to do your job. So I keep my faith going. I stay prayed up, and I get on stage. I do what we got to do, and we leave.
Yeah. So during this whole pandemic, have you had a little bit more time to write and work on other projects, or has it been about the same?
No, I mean, it's all on. It's mo. I kind of had this thing going before the album got together and everything. I was rushing my
Mhm.
music. I would find myself, like we'll book a session, but we'll get there late, and
Mhm.
we'll have to what would be a 2 hour session. Now we'll have to try to cram two songs in within an hour.
Whew.
So I had to learn how to give myself patience and peace, because a lot of
Mhm.
things I was doing was just unnecessary, and I had to realize I'm an artist. And I'm like, well, if you're rushing this music, what will your music sound like if you settle down? If you just think for a little
Mm.
bit. So I started doing it, and I'm just thankful because it ended up being exactly what I thought, if not
Yeah.
better. Like, give yourself. I tell all my artists, all my youth, my youngins, my little homies, everything. I love y'all. Give yourself time.
Yeah.
Even if you don't write, even if you coming out the dome with it, like, go back to in the room and go in your dome some more and think, because you'll find better words, you can find better similes, better metaphors, better cadences, and before you know it, what was a mediocre verse that you thought was a hard verse is now you
Right.
balled it up and threw it away, and you've made this masterpiece. And I've done it several times in the last couple of years. So with COVID, man, a lot of classics have came out.
Yeah.
I got a lot in store for a lot of my supporters and fans, a lot of things that they've been asking. I put my answers in my songs. I'm just ready to drop them for them. But
Mhm.
if they want to get a lot of answers right now, and I know a lot of people are going crazy right now, but Unconscious is out,
Yeah.
and
Woo!
and it's a 3 year journey, and it's a story, not
Oh,
just about me, not just about my life, but everything. And I think,
yeah.
and I think the people are catching on to it. It's at 31,000 streams in 3 days.
Yay! That's awesome, Jimmy Lee, and congratulations on a success with your new album, Unconscious. And I always say those 3 year projects are the ones that usually stick the hardest.
Right. I was, I had been rushing. I was telling my CO like every other month. Like, come on, let's drop it. Let's drop it. I got people that want it. I got people that want it. But he was telling me like, nah, let's just wait. It's like it ain't time. Let's build anticipation. Let's build more anticipation. And 2020 with everything that's been so radical and up and down and the losses, it was just perfect to drop it. So I chose my birthday, and it's amazing. The feeling is amazing. I'm kind of speechless to it, to be honest.
What was so special about dropping it on your birthday?
I dropped an album called December 17th
Mm-hmm.
about three years ago, and I did that album in a week. Yeah, and I rushed it, and
Wow.
I always felt incomplete about my album, even though my fans ate it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every
Just as
song
an
I
artist, it
right,
didn't feel.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you see the fine lines and the erase marks, and you like,
Yeah.
I could have done better. So that was just one of those things. I told myself, I was like, if I get another opportunity to make another project, I'm gonna put my soul in it, and I want it to be detrimental. I prayed to God for it. I was like, Lord, if you're gonna offer me, any opportunity, I just want to make a collection of songs that will reach the world and touch them.
Yeah.
Like that's all I want.
Yeah.
So he done it, and I've done it in a way that I don't think too many people are gonna do. Like, and that's what feels good too, to pioneer something, to be beginning something. That's why
Yeah.
I'm honored to be in front of you right now, because you're a
Yeah.
pioneer.
Oh, thank you, Jamie Lee.
You really don't realize what you're about to do. You're the voice for us.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to be the voice because we have a lot of talent in South Carolina, and actually that's what got me into radio broadcasting. I started real young, but I always just felt like our South Carolina artists were being ignored for some reason, and I was like, we're stuck between Charlotte, who has wonderful artists that make it to mainstream. We have excellent artists that come out of Atlanta. What about South Carolina? Like, we're in the middle of the two.
Yeah, like how do you just skip that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, and then everybody screams this state is the heart of the South, but everybody knows, like South Carolina, it has South in it first. That's the heart of the South. That we are collard greens, rice and gravy,
Right.
chicken, chitlins
Yeah.
on a Sunday. Like that's who
Yep.
we are. Like we are the wholesomeness to music that music has been missing. And it's fine to say that. You don't have to say it with arrogance. You can say it with belief and trust in knowing who we are. We're the South. Like, we're the true heart of the South. A lot of great artists came from this place. And yeah, the labels made them change their locations, and it made them redo their biographies, but the truth was told, like, they're from here.
Yeah.
So if you know that, then you know that you got the capability of doing whatever. You can be a James Brown.
Yeah.
Like just to have that, just to have it in your mind, like I can be a James Brown. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
like so I drive, and I have ambition for that every day. No matter what happens. I gotta see us make it. I got to.
Yeah. And speaking of your ambition, Jimmy Lee, how did you connect with Top Shelf Entertainment?
He kind of came to me like out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie, like it's kind of like he on his side, he's listening to December 17th,
Okay.
and he's loving it, and he wants to do something more with his life, with himself. He knows that there's something bigger that he has to do, but he doesn't know what to do. So he goes to God, just like the rest of the team did.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, lead me to something bigger and better. And as he's listening to December 17th, he was like, I'm gonna go find this guy. Little did we know that we're blood.
Mm-hmm.
That he's my first cousin. Like, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a nice connection.
Yeah, it was like it blew both of us. Like, to hear both of our moms be like, y'all was playing when y'all were kids, and I moved here and I moved there, and I'm like, wow, okay, so, and
Just kind of shows how the world is really small when you think about it.
Right, right. It does, but it also shows you how, I guess, help and angels are always disguised as different characters.
Yeah.
And because at the time I didn't know that I needed it, but I did. I needed a big brother figure. I needed a guide.
Mhm.
I needed somebody to help me take this frustration in this music and all these bars and help
Mhm.
me navigate that power to something, to do something. So it
Yeah.
wasn't like it wasn't like he was like, I'm gonna spoon feed you and I'm gonna give you this amount of money and I'm gonna let you do what you want to do. No, it was none of that. It
Yeah.
was, I want you to work, still work as hard as you are, but I'm gonna help you.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, we go half on this video. We're gonna move, and before you know it, like what started out is, it's just moving a certain way, end up being us sitting down like we gotta, we done started a label without knowing it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was 3 years ago. So like,
And then you
I'm,
see where 3 years later turns into, right?
wow,
Yeah.
wow, 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 wow. 36 months,
Yeah.
and everything is different.
Yeah.
Everything. And it's
Yeah.
wonderful. And
Yeah.
it feels great. I'm not gonna lie.
And speaking of different, Jimmy Lee, I want to make sure I have this correct back. You grew up in the Highland community.
Hmm.
Okay. Did you ever think you would be this successful as an artist coming out of Highland?
No, no. Where we come from at the time, everything is changing now. Shout out to my
Mhm.
hood. Shout out to Holland. I love you to death.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Like,
Yeah.
I'm proud of y'all growth. I'm proud of you guys change. I'm proud of everything that
Mhm.
y'all doing. All of my bros and how they are taking initiative. Because once upon a time, me and those same bros, we were locked in poverty and
Yeah.
depression and
Yeah.
pain. So, when you in those dark places, you don't see yourself being at no Grammys. You don't see yourself being a millionaire. You just trying to figure out how I'm gonna eat for today.
Right.
And
Right.
you know,
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
just trying. My mother, she had an addiction, so
Mhm.
I had to take care of me and my sister. And then my
Right.
father came. Like it's like I had the best of both worlds.
Mhm.
So I had to balance it. I had logic and discipline, and then I
Right.
had street smarts and hustling.
Mhm.
So, but it's a journey that I wouldn't take back for nothing. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Like, um I know I knew things were gonna be different when I was about 19.
Gotcha.
I just got tired.
Mhm.
I was still in the hood, but I was with a
Mhm.
group. We was called Disturbed Minds, and
Okay.
I was like, I can do more than this.
Right.
And I wasn't being funny or saying that I was better than nobody, but I'm the leader of this group, and we're not going nowhere. So
Mhm.
let me see if I can go nowhere by myself.
Right. And not the whole group.
Right. So and it just worked. You know, showcase and traveling here and there, and before you know it, everything just started changing.
Yeah. Started working out the way it
Like
was supposed to.
really, like you
Mhm.
be scared. That's one thing we be scared of. We be scared like that. What if like this might not work or this
Yep.
might not happen? But not if you believe in the God that I believe in. Like you got to
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
it's gonna work. It's gonna work itself out. Like
Yeah.
that's what he do. Like you just gotta learn your lesson from it. He's a father. He's a creator. He doesn't
Yep.
put us through nothing that you're not supposed to learn a lesson from. And if you didn't learn that lesson, he'll repeat it. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful that he gave me enough intelligence to see the lessons that he bring to me and just learn them.
Right.
Because a lot of my brothers didn't. Rest in
Yeah.
peace. Love y'all.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up the part about Highland because I have a small little connection to Highland. So I was a theater minor in college and I did an independent study my senior
Hmm.
year. And a part of it is I had to teach the art in Highland. But I'm not from the city. I'm from the country of Spartanburg. And so when they said I had to go to Highland, I said, well, my mama always told me not to go to Highland. She
Oh
told me it's
man.
some crazy stuff over there. And I remember the first day I went out there, I cried. I was like, oh my God, they called me a white girl. I don't know these kids. They bad. They need to get spanked. You know, my last day of my independent study, I cried. I wanted to take them babies home with me. I put in my final report, you want to get some students that's creative, they're all in Highland.
Thank you. Thank you
They're
so much.
all in Highland. I just
Thank you.
couldn't believe the artistic skills they had in Highland. But because of how this one little community is set up, it's almost like there's no hope for these kids, and they have the hope. I saw it in front of my face.
Yeah, see, you just can't get caught up in the rumors. Don't get me
Yeah, you
wrong.
can't.
It's
No.
poverty stricken. Like my hood is poverty stricken, but it's not Compton. You know, it's not like you see you're gonna be 13 drive-bys or people just getting shot in broad daylight. Like it, things happen. It's
Yep.
it's it's where the environment is at. But at the same time, a lot of great geniuses, a lot of
Yep.
engineers, a lot of creators that I
Yes.
know, they came
Yep.
right out of my hood. You know,
Mhm.
my little cousin Debo Samuel played for the 49ers.
Yes.
He came out of Highland.
He sure did. Until they're all in Highland. I saw it with my own two eyes. I said, wow, what look at the difference of the urban lifestyle from the suburban lifestyle. Because I come from this what they will call the suburban rural area.
Mhm.
But what made it, I think what made me and the students get so close together is I simply said, I know how we're going to get along. Okay, so y'all live in this urban community. I live in this rural town.
Mhm.
But you know what makes us all the same? My daddy doesn't live with us. My parents divorced. We've been on food stamps. I'm paying for my tuition by myself. We had food, we had water, we had power. Like I'm naming all the stuff I think these students can relate to me, and that's what really got us so close.
Right. Um, I can't. I don't want you to ever think like, and you know, it's crazy. We do this a lot, not just my hood, but a lot of them. We will say that you talk like a white lady because you
Yeah.
talk proper, or you
Mhm.
have or you have good pronunciation. But as you get older, you realize like, oh no, she just had good vocabulary. She just talked well.
Yeah.
We got to get out of that program mindset that we got. Like, and it's gonna take some time, but I'm thankful that we know that we at least know it.
They ate me up good that first day. I said, "Oh, I can't go back over there."
We gonna roast you now. I'm not gonna lie to you. We gonna get you. We gonna get you the best way we can, but we don't be meaning no harm. We like I lost a lot of great family members over there. I lost a lot of great brothers, a lot of great friends, a lot of people that that are in my songs, that are in my stories.
Yeah,
So it's just detrimental to me. So
yeah,
one day, one of my plans is to be able to own, if not the hood, just parts of with my brothers, like to
yeah,
be able for us to all to be able to own pieces of our own for the land, and then for us to
yes,
be to not
yes,
overcharge the
yes,
tenants for rent, for our family for rent, to make it look as beautiful as Hollywood.
right,
Like that's what I want to do. I
yeah,
want I want us to reform and realize that we need more reconstruction with ourselves than anything.
we do. I like that, Jamie. And speaking of, growth and expanding, I do want to talk about your new single off your new album, "Leave Me Alone." Uh, I thought I was in the club for a minute. I was like, "Oh, that's Jimmy Lee." Okay, because I was in the living room jamming. I was like, "Oh, hey, Jimmy Lee, sorry." I don't know what kind of popping, locking, dancing I was doing because I done got a little age on me now. But
Hey,
I think the whole production, I mean, it really just gravitated to me. I love the song. I think the production was good. Um, I felt your lyrics and I felt what you were saying. Can you talk to us a little bit about this song?
Of course. I made this song in like 15 minutes because I was
Gosh,
right because I was angry. Um,
really? Okay.
yeah, I was frustrated with a lot. I got, like, and instead of me doing something that was going to, some make me some, jail, regret,
Yeah.
anything, like, so lash out. So I went to my book. I went to that book. I flipped on my page and I was like, well, what's how do I feel right now?
Mhm.
Is it screw everybody? Is it I don't want to be bothered? And I'm like, yeah, that's it. I don't want to be bothered. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, everybody hits me for, like, words and or money or everything. It just got to that day where it was just overwhelming. And I was like, well, who can I hit up for some
Yeah.
words of encouragement? Or who can I hit up to call and borrow some money from? So
Yeah.
I was like, this is a day where I just want the world to leave me alone.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it. I was like, that's it. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even have a song wrote. I just had 3 words, leave me alone. And DB the plug sent me a beat.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, the beat is called Isolation.
Really?
It just fit.
Wow.
It just fit and
Yeah. It all
no
went well together.
no pad, no pencil, all freestyle. I just went in there and just let it all go.
Oh, really? Come through, Jimmy Lee.
Had to. That's just one of those. That was one of those songs where you just can't really jot down what you want to say. You just gotta let your soul kind of say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And speaking of your lyrics, Jimmy Lee, I do want to dive into some of the lyrics that um you have in the song. So I kind of had my little steak face when I heard this. I was like, okay, Jimmy Lee.
mhm.
And they see in me doing well. I know that is killing y'all. So my question to you is, how significant is it to stay true to yourself despite the naysayers?
it it feels wonderful. Like
Hmm.
to know that you are a sure bet, to
Yeah.
know that everything that you thought about with you, and then to see it actually start like unfolding, it's a different feeling. It's like, wow, okay, I held on for the right reason. Like I was
Mm,
about like it's like you want to change and you want to be like this person and you want to have this flavor like them and you want to switch your bars up and kind of rap like, but
yeah.
don't stick to your guns and just hold tight because that's what's gonna make you stand out is the fact that you're different. So
Yeah.
that I know it's killing them because it was a lot of people, elders and peers that was
Yeah.
telling me
Yeah.
that I should rap about this or I should
Hmm.
speak like this or I shouldn't harmonize here or I shouldn't put this bar here. And I'm like, nah. And now I know that it's bothering them to see that I'm winning because that's the same. I never stopped doing what I love to do. I had to do it
Yeah.
for me. I just enhanced it.
Uh-huh. So the Jimmy, don't you laugh at me, but you can.
I
What's
went
up with
down.
this other, what's up with this other line you got in here? Because when I heard it, I said, "Oh, my heart." I got nervous. I was like, "Is my heart beating?" So, you said my heart done got paralyzed. I no longer feeling y'all, and I think that's such a deep statement because there's so many people
Yes,
hating. Yes,
yes,
and we
you
have
are
to
not lying.
clean house so much in this industry.
Right.
And so how important is it to keep your house cleaned out when you feeling when I guess your intuition says, you might want
Run
to
with it.
watch this one person.
Run
Yes,
with it.
yeah,
Your intuition and your conscience are in another dimension. they're not. That's why they don't have a. That's why you can't see a conscious gland. You
Yeah.
know, it's just somewhere. It's somewhere in you, but it's not there. It's like it's seeing things that you can't see. So if it's telling you that this is danger, if it's telling
Yeah.
you that this person ain't right, then trust me, he ain't right or she ain't right. Move on. Like,
Mhm.
and as far as feeling bad about it, don't.
Yeah.
You know, emotionally, you're gonna be attached to certain things, and it's gonna hurt to let them go. But once you let them go, realize that it's gone and move on. Because, and that's what I meant by my heart then got paralyzed. I'm no longer feeling you. I gave too many people my energy. I gave
Yeah.
too many people my heart. I let them rip it apart, and they gave it back to me. You know, no thank yous, no nothing. They
Yep.
and I I I just don't have it there no more. Now my feelings are numb when I see certain people, and I hate to say it like that. No love lost, you know, no
Yeah.
hatred, no nothing. It's just you don't exist.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell
So
you, when I heard paralyzed, I said, "Oh, my heart, Jimmy, hold on."
yep, I can't feel nothing. I can't. I have nothing for you there.
But you know, some people earn that
They did.
because
They
they're so
definitely did.
shady.
They did. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I know
Yeah. Yeah.
in a lot of cases, I wasn't the one who caused the friction. And that's where
Mm-hmm.
the guilt comes from. You like you wonder why you been to let somebody borrow something simple, a couple dollars or something, and next thing you know you don't talk to them for months. It's because their guilt is killing them.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
their guilt. So I realize a lot of people that I thought really loved me were they didn't. I thought were really there for me. They wasn't like, and their guilt started killing them. So
Mhm.
you can see it on them, and that's what and like the song Jade, jealousy around demonic eyes, like. I see it for miles now, and it's just a sense. So you run with it. You got to
Yeah.
run with it. Whoever listening to this, like, if you're around some people and they give you that uneasy feeling, like you feel like
Yep.
they're pirating your life, run.
I like that, Jimmy Lee. And the last line, which I I saw you on top of the world with this line. In the song Leave Me Alone, you say Jimmy Lee is shining. I love how in this song, you know, you talk about really some of the pain you've been through, but then at the end, it's like, but Jimmy Lee is still shining. Do you
Right.
feel like you're in a good place within your music career?
Yes, I do. I feel like I'm on a train that is running at 1,000 miles per hour, and I can't explain it. It just feels
Yeah,
good to be here mentally. It feels good to like I might not be financially fit where I want to be.
right, right.
That's okay. I don't be worried
It
about
is,
that.
yeah,
Like, and the truth be told, I got everything I need. It's the things that I want, like
yeah,
so. It's like I'll get those in due time, and they're slow and they're gradually coming like rewards and gifts,
yeah.
And I'm thankful because I used to what 12 years ago I was sleeping under a bridge, you know,
Wow.
eating green beans and corn under a can, and now I'm one
Mm.
of the hottest artists in the world. So
Yes,
I'm you can't tell me that I'm not a walking testimony and that blessings aren't real and that miracles aren't true because
that's
they
right, Jimmy.
definitely are.
That's all right. Jimmy Lee, I'm gonna let you introduce Leave Me Alone to the people. Hey, before Jimmy Lee do that, you better get your dancing shoes ready. You better get your chains ready. Better get your grill ready.
Oh man. Without further ado, guys, I just want to introduce y'all to one of my favorite songs, one of my most heartfelt, detrimental singles out. That's my lead single for my album Unconscious, that is out everywhere on all platforms. Y'all just rock with this and tell me what y'all think. This is Leave Me Alone by me.
We'll be right back after.
Yeah, man. Hey, Palmetto, I felt like I just had to do something different. You know? So I fight this back. Hey, man. Yeah, bitch, I'm eating good. Money in my cholesterol. They seeing me doing well. I know that shit killing y'all. My heart done got paralyzed. military. Salute to the general. I keep it straight to the point. No need for subliminals. Might just be outside my mind. See, I'm missing some chemicals. I get paper and pussy. Then I post on my pinnacle. Anything other than that make you niggas look pitiful. Really raised to take something. So I'm about to take it there. Bitches ain't living right. These niggas ain't playing fair. I keep it real and it's real. Stay high as the hemisphere. I might need a witness here. Niggas act like bitches here. I really need a fucking hook on this song. Got that bag and I'm mad that it took me this long. Hell, I mind my own business. I've been getting it on my own. And if it ain't about some money, leave me the fuck alone. 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 Just leave me the fuck alone, nigga. Just leave me the fuck alone. See, watch this. Real. This how real it is. They used to play me though. Then I woke up on the radio. I'm dope like it's cracking, it's 84. And you just a bag of oregano. Boom, Jimmy Lee been afford. Plus I do shit that you can't afford. Bullheaded, I'm a matador. Like what the fuck all of that capping for? Niggas dying, bitches lying, partner fine, mask on coronavirus. From bad and blind, great with grind. I just had to really stop all the whining. Bands up, manned up, down, Brett. Niggas grown and still childish. Down bad, shit was sad, now they mad. Damn, Jimmy Lee is shining. I demonstrate how the world my dinner plate. Enter money on the interstate, but I did not come to intimidate. Niggas faker than some paper plates. I don't need to eat, I already ate. You know I'm straight. Shit crazy. Top shelf shit, nigga.